We are going live. I'm here on YouTube and I am also on TikTok. So, first order of business right from the get go, I want to let you guys know. And if you happen to be watching live, or even if you're watching later on, you're going to see me occasionally turn my head left to right. And that's because I'm on two different platforms all at one time, and I am doing what I can to keep up with the comments on the two different platforms, right? So that if anybody does ask me any questions, I am able to answer in real time. One of the reasons why I like doing these lives is so that I can answer people's questions in real time, right? Anybody that's interested in learning how to get started earning online, specifically with digital products. That is my go-to space right now. I've been doing affiliate marketing now for years, right? Over a decade now, I can say. But I've been doing this with physical products and with digital products. But for anybody that's getting started, looking to earn an income online, I would highly recommend that you go the route of digital products. Okay, and in this, in this live, I'm going to basically explain why and basically the simple basic steps, right, that you need to go through in order to start making this a success for yourself, right? Now, I want to point this out right from the get-go, make this extremely clear. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to insinuate that this is going to be like an easy thing, or that's going to be guaranteed results for anyone, right? I know a lot of people will come on here and they will tell you anything, they will say anything, they'll say whatever just to get, just to get a sale. Okay, I'm going to give it to you straight, I'm going to give it to you raw, I'm going to give it to you honestly. Any questions that you have, please feel free to ask them. I will answer them. Okay, and if for any reason whatsoever you do happen to ask me a question that I don't answer for whatever reason, either maybe I don't see it, or I miss it sometimes, depending on what platform you are, especially on TikTok, comments do tend to be filtered. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Yashiverse. I appreciate you tapping on the screen. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That can happen, right? Sometimes comments do get filtered, and that may happen. And if for whatever reason you do ask a question that I don't see, and I'm unable to get to and I don't answer, my DMs are always open, right? So always just reach out to me via DM. I do have some free training available, so make sure you don't leave empty-handed. Get your hands on that. In that free training, it's video training, by the way. You will get access to my phone number. So if you ever feel like you want to text me or call me, get on the phone with me, ask a few questions, chit chat, whatever the case may be, with regards to like getting started selling digital products, I have that available for you. Okay. All right. So whatever you do, just make sure you don't leave empty handed, right? That free training is available for you. If you're watching on TikTok, it's going to be in my profile. If you just go to the top or left hand side of the screen, and I'll click on that, it'll open up a bigger picture of myself. Click on that again, it'll take you to my TikTok profile, and you'll be able to get access to that free video training that will show you how to get started, help you get started. And it is delivered, right? The first video is available, then there'll be subsequent videos as well. They'll be delivered via email, and you will be able to in those emails, my phone number will be in there. That's my actual cell. So if you text me, I will respond, right? If you call me, I will answer. If for whatever reason you call me and I don't answer, just make sure you send it to. I may miss a call, I'll never miss a text, and I can call you back, right? So that's one thing that I want to do. Like, I'm here to help. Okay, I'm actually here to help guide you in whatever direction you're looking to go, right? If I don't have the answers, I've been in this industry long enough that I will know where to get the answers from, okay, and get back to you. All right. So getting started as a complete beginner selling, selling products online, right? There are three simple steps, and I'm just going to go through each one of them step by step, okay, in step by step fashion, right? So first and foremost, okay, first and foremost, it might seem obvious, right? But it's not obvious to everyone, because a lot of people look at they look at people, they see people making money online and they have no idea how they're doing it. Okay, now we are going to be using something called, we're basically going to be using affiliate marketing and digital marketing. And it is crucial that you understand why we're going the affiliate marketing route. As this is more so to cater to the status of being a beginner. Okay, it's very important, and I'll explain why. All right. So first and foremost, digital marketing. What exactly is digital marketing? I always like to explain exactly what it is, because way too many people have been misled into erroneously thinking that digital marketing is solely and only about selling digital products, right? And that could not be the furthest thing from the truth. It's more, there's way more to it than just that. And as a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, some people think that it's only about selling courses, which is not the case. Okay, digital marketing in simple terms is just basically the promotion of any product or service, business, brand, yourself as a personal brand, whatever the case may be, the promotion of anything really, right? Online. As long as you're using the internet or any other digital channels to promote anything, including physical products, you are engaging in digital marketing. Okay. Now, when it comes to earning an income online as a beginner, this is where affiliate marketing comes into place. This is what matters more so to us. Affiliate marketing is an extremely simple business model that allows regular individuals to promote other people's or other businesses, products, and services as as an affiliate, right? Whereby you earn a a commission. Exactly. Yes, Yashiverse. Yep, that is true. I did forget that, guys. Make sure, please do share this out. Please share this out. Don't forget to tap on the screen, share the live so more people can get access to this. I do actually like to teach on these lives, right, as opposed to just coming in hard selling the entire time, which is what you'll typically see. But I kind of want to do things a little differently. My hope is that you do leave the live at least having learned something, right? If you are completely brand new to this, and as I always say, as I make sure, if you do have to leave for whatever reason, make sure you follow so you don't lose me. And on your way out, make sure to grab the free training that I have available for you. It is video training, 100% free, and it will teach you how to get started with this stuff for real. And you will get access to me. It will include my number, like I mentioned earlier. So, okay. So I was talking about affiliate marketing, right? Starting on the for the purposes of being a complete beginner, right? Affiliate marketing is an extremely simple business model that allows regular individuals, right, like you and I, to promote other people's or other businesses' products and services in return for an affiliate commission every single time we help them generate sales or leads, okay, depending on whatever the affiliate agreement is. Yes, believe it or not, there are places where you can earn commissions just for generating leads without even selling anything, okay? It's something a lot of people don't even talk about, but it's out there. It's something called CPA, affiliate marketing, cost per acquisition or cost per action, however you want to call it. But that's a different realm, right? We're not necessarily going into that right now, okay? So now, why is affiliate marketing an important? Why do I refer to it as extremely important when it comes to getting started as a complete beginner? Well, that's because as an affiliate, you don't have to go through the intricacies of running a full-fledged business of your own, right? Because you don't have to create your own product or provide your own service, right? Because we're selling somebody else's. So that means you don't have to worry about managing inventory or dealing with shipping and handling or customer returns or even like customer service as a whole, right? Those are all headaches or issues for the owners of the products and the vendors to deal with, right? As affiliates, our only job, right, or I should say our primary job, is to learn how to do marketing, okay? And in this case, we would be using digital marketing because that's like the most effective way to get our message out there, to promote whatever product we are promoting, okay? Digital marketing, you do it online. The internet never sleeps. The internet never sleeps. You can reach people in all different time zones, okay? That's why, right? That's why you will hear people talking about making, earning stuff in their sleep, right? Earning money in their sleep. Okay, that's where that all comes into play. If you set everything up correctly with the right systems in the on the back end, you literally can be in a position where you would be waking up to sales, right? I've experienced that, and I continue to experience that. Is like one of the most gratifying feelings, right? Knowing that you're not having to actively work and still be able to bring, like bring in an income. Okay, so but again, you have to set things up correctly, right, in order to for that to happen, and I'm going to cover that in throughout this live. Okay, I'm going to cover that later on, right? So now that we understand digital marketing and affiliate marketing, those are basically like, like we're all on the same playing field now, right? Those are foundational things that I just want to make sure that we all understand. Okay, now in order to get started, like I did mention, you're going this of the three steps, right? I did say that we were going to cover three different steps, right? The three simple steps to get started earning as a complete beginner. Okay, step number one, right, is this: you're going to need a product, right? This is the part that I was talking about where it might seem like duh. Okay, well, yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, and they don't necessarily, I mean, not that they don't realize it, is because there's so many different ways to earn an income, right? You can earn an income online for most people. When they think of earning on these platforms, they're thinking of earning from, like, say, the creator rewards programs or AdSense or whatever, where you just create content and earn from the views that you're getting, right? Right, but that's not what we're dealing with here. We're talking about, because with those you're going to need a ton of followers, right? You need a ton of followers for that. You need a ton of views. What I'm teaching and sharing with you here, you don't need that. Okay, you literally can get started from zero with zero followers, right? Zero experience, right? And start earning right from the start once you set things up correctly. Okay, so you're going to need a product, right? Simple step number one is needing a product. Now, when it comes to getting having products, right? There's two ways you can go about this. You can either go the physical product route, or you can go the digital product route. But as I mentioned earlier, when we're getting started, I would recommend that you go the digital product route, and I'll explain exactly why, right? With physical products, the margins tend to be a lot smaller. Okay, right? When the vendor creates a physical product, right, the difference between how much it costs to make that product versus how much it sells for is pretty small. That margin is pretty small. So as an affiliate, right, an affiliate marketer, you're only going to be earning a small percentage of that already small margin. Okay, right? So for each sale that you generate, you're earning very little, which means in order to make a ton of money with physical products, which you can, a lot of people do, it means you're going to need to drive a lot of volume, right? A lot of sales, a lot of eyeballs, a lot of money's got to exchange hands. You got to drive a lot, generate a lot of sales. Okay. So as an example, let's just say you're selling a $10 physical product, right, and you only earn 10%, right? Because those margins are small, so the owners of physical products can only sell, they can only thank you so much, they can only give you a small percentage. Okay, so it's usually going to be like 10% or less typically. Okay, so if you, let's just say you needed to make 1K, right, if you needed to make 1,000 in a month, right, selling a $10 physical product that only gives you that 10% commission, you're looking at making $1 per sale, per item sold. Okay, which means you're going to have to sell 1,000 different units of that particular product. Okay, now compare that to, say, a digital product, right, where the overhead is minimal, the margins are way bigger, right? Vendors and owners of digital products, they will be happy to pay, they'll be happy to reward you with a 50, 30% commission, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way up to 100% commissions. Okay, right? And you're probably wondering, okay, 100% commissions, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they give you everything? How do they make money? Well, they know their numbers and they know what they're doing is incentivizing affiliates like you and I to come and earn those 100% commissions, knowing fully well that when we generate those sales, they'll get the customer's information, and in the back end they'll be able to sell them more stuff, right, and generate even more that way. That's where the real money is made for. Okay, but on the front end, us affiliates, we can make those good, nice, big, juicy, chunky, 70, 80, 90, or even 100% commission. Okay, so with a digital product, if we wanted to make that same 1K, right, there are digital products out there that will sell for as much as, a grand, 2 grand, 20, like all the way up, right? Whether it's a service like as in coaching, or a one-time product that is a course, whatever, or a plan, whatever the case may be, right? Let's just say we had a $500, a $1,000 digital product, right, and you're making 50% on that. With each sale you generate, you would be making $500. So you just need to make two sales, and you already made 1K right there. See the difference there? Making two sales versus having to make 1,000 sales on a small $10 physical product with the 10% commission, right? And when you think about it, the way we are going to be generating these sales, the amount of effort that you put into selling those physical products versus the digital products is not that different. Okay, so virtually the similar amount of effort, you could generate a lot more from one sale as opposed to having to do multiple sales on a physical product. So keep that in mind. So that simple step number one is needing that product. And as we've established, we're going to go the digital product route. Welcome in as on YouTube over here. Glad to see you. It's been a while. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Thanks. So we're going to go the digital product route. Okay, we've established that, and we're going to start out as affiliates. Okay, because as a complete beginner, if you go the beginner route, there's going to be a lot more stuff you're going to have to go through, right? You're going to have to worry about creating your own product. Now you have to create a sales page. You don't know if your product is even going to convert, right, as far as like the sales page goes. You don't know if it's going to, you don't know, like, because it's not proven, right? The advantage of going as an affiliate is that you can pick products that are already proven to work, that are already doing well. So you're not guessing. You've seen multiple other people have success, selling those products. Bro, no, see you. Bro, see me. No, I do see you. I do see you. I'm just, it's just that I'm in, let me go ahead and type this in. I do see you, brother. Guys on I'm on two different platforms right now. So I'm on TikTok as well as I'm on YouTube. So I'm just responding to a question there on YouTube. Yeah, I do see you. I do see you, brother. All right. So I was mentioning, with I was talking about the digital product versus physical product. Oh, so I was basically talking about how if you decided, as a complete beginner, if you started out wanting to create your own product, there's a lot more that you're going to have to go through and a lot of uncertainty, right? Copywriting, making sure. Welcome in, Nuki. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. You're going to have to like do well with copywriting. Thank you, I appreciate it. With copywriting, right, putting up a sales page that you don't know whether you have no idea whether or not it's going to convert. There's going to be a lot of testing. Okay, whereas if you start out as an affiliate, as a complete beginner, it's like having training wheels on, and you're going with a product that is, you can go pick a product that is doing well already, right? So you're not guessing. You know that it works, it's proven. A bunch of different people are having success with it. So if it doesn't work for you, the problem is not the product or their sales page or anything. It's going to be more of an issue on your end that you're going to have to fix, whether it's your marketing, your messaging, whatever the case may be. Okay, so we're going to start out as affiliates. Okay, and we're going to pick the one product that we want. Okay, and you can decide whatever niche you want to go into, right? There's three main big niches that you want to go, that you can't go wrong with if you decide to go into either one of those. One is going to be like your health and fitness. Okay, health and fitness is going to be one. Then is the wealth niche, right? And then lastly, hey, hope you're doing well. And then lastly, there's going to be relationships. Okay, so any one of those three niches, if you don't know what niche to go into, if you go find a digital product in any one of those three niches, you are more than likely, you're going to be in a good place, right? Now, that is not to say that you can't earn with any of the other, you can't earn with products in other niches. You absolutely can. Sports, there's all kinds, right? But if you're not sure, that's the way to go. AI, so earn online digital versus, I'm not sure I understand your question there, earn online digital versus, but if you can rephrase that, maybe I can answer. You're interested. Great, great. I'm glad you are. I'm basically explaining how we can go by getting started, right? Earning an income online with digital products. If you happen to have to leave earlier for whatever reason, just make sure you don't leave empty handed. I do have a free video course available for you. It's in my profile. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be the links in the description below this video. And then if you're on TikTok, just go to my profile. Just it's going to be the top left hand side. Click on that. Click on my profile picture, it'll open up a bigger one. Click on that again, it'll take you to my profile, and the link in there, it's going to give you access to this 100% free course, right? And then you will also have my number, right? It's going to be delivered to you. The videos are going to be delivered via email, and in those emails, you will have my phone number that you can use to text me or call me or ask questions, whatever you want to do. Okay. All right. So, but hey, hey, if you, I'm glad you are interested. So make sure you get access to that free training. But if you have questions as well, you can ask them here on the live. I'll be sure to respond. At least I'll try to make sure, because I don't want to, like I might, like I mentioned earlier, I could possibly miss them since I'm on two different platforms trying to monitor two different chats. Okay. So okay. Thanks for the info. I'll go ahead on your pro. Yep. Yep. So it's going to be in there. You can grab that for free. All right. So as I was mentioning, where I was talking about like the different niches. Okay, so those are the three. We're basically step number one was picking that product, and you want to pick that product from any one of those three different niches. If you're not sure which way to go, right, what product to pick. And granted, just getting started, as a complete beginner, I would encourage you, honestly, if as far as like what niche, I would go with the wealth niche, and I would actually pick a product. I would actually pick a course, right? Like that teaches you how to do digital marketing or how to earn online. And here's the reason why. Okay, here's the reason why I would encourage that. That is going to be one of the easiest ways, right, to not only learn but also earn at the same time. Okay, because as a complete beginner, this is the mistake that a lot of beginners make when they get started. They try to come off as experts. Okay, try to come off as experts as opposed to just just meeting people where you actually are. Okay, so if you're a complete beginner and you're trying to earn an income online, and you start out with, let's just say, a course that teaches people how to earn an income online, whether it's through digital marketing, affiliate marketing, or all the different ways of earning online there are. If you go with that route, the easiest way you're going to start generating sales is by documenting your journey and sharing it. Okay, because this is one of the things that I know a lot of beginners worry about. They're always concerned that, okay, well, they see all the big creators who are earning so much because they're flashing incomes, income that they've made, and like making all these big income claims and stuff like that. You'll come into, like, you don't see that here. Like, as you can see here on my live, I don't have any of that stuff in there. I could come here and be plastering, oh, I've made X number of dollars, six with this, blah blah blah, but I don't do that. Okay, and I don't want people to be misled into thinking that they would be earning those numbers right out the gate. Okay, this stuff takes time. It's not a get rich quick. It doesn't happen overnight. All right, it takes time. But as a beginner, right, the easiest way to start earning an income online is just essentially documenting your journey, right, and sharing what you're doing, what you're learning, and then share. Like, you can go learn stuff, right, so it's like learn, do, teach, right? So as you're learning, you're sharing with people what you're learning and how they can learn it too. And you can share like what kind of results maybe you're getting. Doesn't have to be necessarily monetary results, right? This just can be like the stuff that you're like. For me, for example, I've just never been a tech, like a huge tech savvy kind of person, right? I didn't know what uh, Instagram reels and what is it, stories and all these different things and all the different features on TikTok. Just simple stuff like that. Sell the transformation, the stuff that you're learning how to do. Share it with people, and people will see that genuineness in what you're doing, and they will, people will resonate with you. And if you're showing yourself growing and how much you're learning and how much it's working for you, people are going to be inclined to want to buy and purchase from you, right? And also be in touch with you, so much so that as you're moving forward, they're going to be wanting to tag along with you. Because here's the thing, right? You're so much more relatable when you're starting out, as opposed to, like, say, some of these people who are already making, like, six figures, or who are way up there, six, seven, eight figure, whatever the case may be. Okay. Right. So share your journey as you go, right? And trust me, like, and I'm telling you this from experience, because I've done this. That's what I did, right? And I still continue to do this when I'm getting started with new campaigns or new programs or new whatever I'm selling. Okay. So share your journey, share what you're doing, share like your transformations, share what you're learning, and as you learn, teach people what you're learning, and people will follow along. Okay, so that is the reason why I would encourage you to go through the wealth niche, right? Start from there, start earning, making your money, and then once you're earning and you've got a hang of all this stuff, then you can go do whatever you want to do, right? Go experiment, go do your thing. But if you're getting into this because you want to start earning as soon as possible, I would recommend that you just do what works. Okay, do what works. Okay, so that's step number one. You've gotten your product, right? And in case you're wondering what product to go with, right? If you're in, like, so one thing is, like, picking your niche. You're not sure what niche to go with. I've recommended a niche for you, which is the wealth niche. Now that we're in the wealth niche, what product specifically might you want to promote? If you're not sure which one to promote, I would recommend the one that I actually promote at the moment, right? Which is one called Digital Wealth Academy. You can get access to that as well through me. As a matter of fact, I should mention, like, one of the bonuses, one of the things that I do offer as a bonus for anyone that does get started with me while we're here on the live, is I will offer like mentorship, right, and coaching for free. Okay, for anyone that joins with me, joins Digital Wealth Academy while we're here on the live. I don't think I even necessarily have it up on my profile right now, but if you, the way to get access to that is just get that free training that I'm offering. Just go to my profile and get access to that free training. Once you're in, you will be able to get access to, there will be a place for you to go ahead and get started with Digital Wealth Academy right away. If you want to do that right now while we're on the live, I probably should have put that up, made it easily accessible with you have without having. Anyway, it's for those of you who are on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, there is, I think it's going to be either the first or second link in the description below this video. You can get access to it right away. Okay, and if you are watching on YouTube and you happen to be watching this video later at a time when I'm no longer live, go ahead and still I will honor that, right? Because if you're watching, I'll still go ahead and honor that bonus. Okay, so just get access to it, and then you'll have me there as a mentor to be with you all along the way. Okay, so that's step number one that we've gotten. We've gotten our product. I recommended a niche for you. I recommended a product for you, right? And that's that. Okay, and it's a digital product. Step number two, right? The next thing you're going to be needing is a platform. Okay, you're going to be needing some kind of platform on which to house the digital product that you're going to be selling, right? Because you need a place to host it, right? Like, people are just not going to magically find whatever product it is that you're selling. So examples of some of the platforms that you could be using, and I'm sure if you've been in this space for long enough, you've probably seen them. Okay, examples of platforms would be the likes of say like Stand Store or Beacons. These are like all digital, these are like online stores. In my case, I have you can have those, like they're essentially like websites, right? Like in my case, I have a website that's up on my profile right now, which was created in a Systeme.io, which is a funnel builder. Okay, so these are all different platforms. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Just choose one, pick one, and use it. Okay, and use one that is compatible. Whatever digital product that you're selling, just make sure typically, right, let's just say you are selling a digital product in the wealth niche. Whatever product you're promoting, inside that training they will teach you how to set up these stores. Okay, and they will typically recommend the one that they use, or that they recommend that you use to sell the product as an affiliate, if that's something you want to do. Okay, so Stand Store is one that I use. I recommend as well. In fact, I use them both, right? I have Stand Store, I have Beacons, right? I use them both. But then there's also Systeme.io, which is what I, like for building funnels. I use ClickFunnels as well. There's Lead Pages, right? There's so many different ones, but you're just going to need one platform. Okay, just all you need is one. Okay, we're just starting out here as beginners, so we don't need to be spending all kinds of money all over the place, right? We want to be making money first before we get to the point where we start spending money. And here's the thing, some of them are actually free. Okay, so Beacons, for example, that's one of the free. They have a free plan, right? They have a free plan where you can host your digital product. The only thing is, when you do make a sale eventually, they will take a cut, right? They will take a percentage. Gumroad is another one that's free, similar type of deal. They'll only take a cut from you every time you generate a sale. Beacons does also have an upgraded plan, where I would recommend you do that as soon as you start generating sales, because it's actually going to cost you less in the long run, right? Beacons a paid plan, I believe, is like $30 a month. Stand Store, they do have a free 14-day trial, but after 14 days, you will have to, you'll have to, I think it's about $29 a month or so, and then they have an upgraded plan for $99 a month. But anyway, you get the point, right? So the second step is just having that platform, right? Pick one, set up your store, right? It's a one-time deal, right? It's a one-time thing, okay? And you don't have to worry about it again. Now, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, right, which is what I would recommend, like if you decided to join with me, right, any of these, that's one of the things that I'll teach you how to do, right? If you want to get a little bit more advanced, what you want to have in place is is besides just your store, like I told you, I'm using System.io like a funnel, but you want to have like a major email sequence, a follow-up sequence in the background. Okay, right? Something, and that is how, right? That is how you can see people. You'll hear people talking about generating income in their sleep and all that type of stuff, right? You want to have a sequence of, like, say maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 emails. Mine are at the moment, uh, when you have that sequence, right, what happens is people will get access to, they'll be able to they'll be exposed to whatever product that you're promoting several times. Okay, it's often said, right? It's often said people need to be exposed to whatever product it is that they're interested in, like roughly 7 times or more so before they actually make that purchase. And that's what email marketing does for you. That is one of the things that is so like it's not talked about enough in this space, but that is going to be a major difference maker. Okay, once you have, and that's the sort of thing that allows you to get in front of potential customers multiple times without necessarily having to come on live all the time or creating a ton of content all the time, right? The purpose of your content should be to drive people to your funnel and then let the funnel do the work for you. That's why I said it's just a matter of setting it up all one time, and the machine is just going to keep on working in the background for you. It's just going to keep on working. Okay, so keep that in mind, right? You don't necessarily have to do that right from the start, but I would encourage it. If you just want to go the simple route, which is what most people do, right? And They just create a store, have the product on there, and then they just drive traffic to that store, over, and like try to send as many people to that storefront and try to generate sales that way. It works, people. It works for a lot of people. But if you want to build a business, something that you can stand on for an extended period of time, you want to be collecting those emails, because guess what? For a lot of these people who are just sending people to their stores and that's it, the moment a social media platform goes down, they will stop making money, right? Whereas if you're building an email list, you will have, you will have something that you own, and you can basically drive traffic on command, right? So that's step number two, having that platform, having systems in place, okay, that ready to automatically sell whatever it is that you're selling for yourself, okay? That's step number two. And then lastly, simple step number three is going to be the part where most people fall short, where most people have a hard time. Okay. This is where most people have a hard time, which is with getting building an audience, right? Getting people to see whatever product it is that you're promoting. Okay. Right. Essentially driving traffic, which is the reason why a lot of people tend to fall short here is because it's the hardest part of all the three steps, okay? And it requires ongoing effort, right? It's not something that you're just going to do one time and just sit back and relax. It's something that you're going to have to keep on going over and over. And there's two ways you can go about doing this, okay? You can either, you're gonna have, there's two things you're gonna have to spend. You're either gonna have to spend, you're gonna have to give up, some money to spend, right? If you want to do paid ads, which I don't necessarily recommend when you're just getting started out, or you're gonna have to give up your time. You're gonna have to spend time creating content and producing content to get traffic organically, where you're not spending money, but you're just spending your time creating content. Okay. And this is where I was saying, this is the place. This is why most people fall. This is where most people fall short, and the reason why is because of that ongoing effort. It requires a lot of discipline and work, right? Ongoing work, right? And people are always looking for instant results, right? It's that instant gratification. They may create content for like a week or two, and they expect to start seeing results instantly, and the moment they don't get them, they start uh, they start dropping off, in essence, okay? And it's so sad because you'll see so many people stop right when they're on the brink of breaking through, okay? So if you come into this is what I'll always tell people, right? You need to have a longer term mindset, right? You have to have a longer term mindset. Do not come into this with the expectation that you're going to start generating, sales within the first week or two or whatever. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's extremely possible, right? It's extremely welcome in, Carol. It's extremely possible, but it's not probable, right? For the average person just getting started, that is not necessary. For the overwhelming majority, right? It's not necessarily going to be the case that you come in and you start generating five figures within your first month. Okay, it's possible, but it's not probable. It's not typical. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you have a longer term mindset of, let's just say, at least minimum 3 months, right? But more so, I would say more so like 6 to 12 months, right? If you can commit to the fact that you're going to get started with this and actually start producing, creating content for an extended, three every single day, right? Every single day you're looking to produce like three pieces of content, or at least one piece of content every single day for the next, 6 to 12 months. Over time, your chances of getting results are going to be significantly increased. The problem is most people don't have the patience, they don't have the discipline to stick around to do that for that long and have that, delayed gratification, right? Most people want to have results immediately, right? And the moment they don't see them, that's when they start looking to quit already, right? Like it's like People just assume, okay, well, it's not working for them, so they jump to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and it's just a repeated cycle over and over and over, okay, without getting any real traction. So keep that in mind, right? So that's those are going to be like the three simple steps, okay? And that third step, when it comes to like, creating traffic, generating traffic, is going to be, creating content, okay? Now, keep in mind, I know this is another sticking point for a lot of people. You don't necessarily have to be on camera in order to, generate this traffic, okay? A lot of people are turned off by the fact that maybe they think they have to go and do lives like I'm doing right now. You don't have to come on and be live, right? And you don't have to show your face in your content that you produce as well, okay? You don't have to show your face. There is something called faceless digital marketing, right? Whereby you can create different various pieces of content without necessarily showing your face. And it's just a matter of getting like B-roll footage, okay? Getting a little bit of text on screen to get your message across, right? And then pairing that with, say, a trending audio, and that's how, and then posting it, okay? And you have to do this consistently for an extended period of time. You can do this just doing that without showing your face, okay? And eventually generate sales. Now, I will say, okay, when you don't show your face, it does take a little bit more time to possibly start getting results, just for the simple fact that uh, people don't know who you are, right? It's going to take longer to start building that know, like, and trust factor. When it comes to selling stuff or people buying stuff online, people buy from people, right? People want to, they want to people are going to buy typically from people that they trust, right? Let me just paint a picture for you, right? Let me just paint a picture for you. For example, let's just say you were out on the street and a random stranger came up to you and they had like some product or item that they were trying to sell you, and they're harassing you. It's like, hey, look at this thing. This is like the best thing since sliced bread. I need you to buy it now. Like, buy, buy, buy. A random stranger you've never met, and he's bringing you this stuff and he's trying to shove that in your face and get you to buy it right on the spot. Okay, your initial inclination is going to be like, okay, wait, whoa, what is this? Who are you? I don't know. What is this? No, I'm not interested. Now, let's just say your best friend or your mother, father, or someone that you knew, like, sister, came to you with the exact same message that that stranger came up to you with. You're going to be more inclined to listen and possibly even buy it because you trust those people, right? You know that your mom, dad, best friend, whoever, um, they're they probably, at least we hope, right, have your best interest at heart, right? And they're gonna you're more likely to buy from them, right? The same message, same product, you're more likely to buy from them as opposed to some stranger that you don't know. Okay, so the same thing goes on online, right? When you follow someone, when people you start creating your content and people are watching you and they're following you, they're getting to know who you are as a person, your manner, whatever the case may be, they start to get a feel of who you are, right? And start to get to know you, hopefully like you, and eventually trust you, and then they are more likely to start to actually purchase from you. That process happens a lot more quickly when you're showing your face on camera, right? When you're, marketing face forward, as opposed to when you're going faceless, right? When you're going faceless, people don't necessarily see you. They don't know who you are. So you're going to have to build that know, like, and trust factor through the content that you create, through your words, the writing, whatever you put on your copywriting, in essence. Okay. So that's the difference right there. That's the difference. That is not to say that it can't be done, right? People have made millions, literally millions, without ever showing their faces on camera. Okay, without ever showing their faces, without putting their voices on camera, people have done that. Okay, so I'm not here telling you that it can be done. It absolutely can, but just understand that it's probably going to take a little bit longer than, let's just say, you came face forward. And there might be people that disagree with that, like, who may think otherwise, which might very well be the case, but just keep that in mind. Okay. So having said all that, those are just like those are the three basic simple steps to get started, right? As a complete beginner, and why I recommend you start going the affiliate going the route of an affiliate, okay? Now, obviously, everything that I've given you is kind of like from a 30,000 foot view, okay? There are a lot more details that go into play, and you can very well take this information that I've given you and go out there and start implementing it and start start trying to, piece it all together and make it work, okay? One thing that I'll come here and say that you won't hear a lot of people say is the reality is you can learn how to do all this stuff on your own. You don't have to buy a course in order to start generating an income online, or in order to learn how to start generating an income online. Okay, you don't have to buy a course. But I'll tell you this, buying a course does make things happen a lot more quickly. Okay. If you don't want to buy a course, you can go out there, right? If you have all the time in the world, there are free resources out there. You can Google your way through this stuff. You can YouTube your way through this stuff. Okay. Right. You can chat GPT your way through this stuff and try to piece it all together. Right. And, especially if you're a complete beginner, right? You don't really know your left from your right. You don't know if all the stuff that you're learning is actually correct or good information, right? But it can be done, right? And there are experts out there, people out there who are putting this information out there, okay? So you can go that route, or right, you can speed things up and actually purchase a course, right, that will show you everything step by step, right? You go the free route, you're gonna have to piece things together for yourself, trying to figure out what goes where, and and with all that uncertainty, lots of trial and error and all that, it can be done. People have done it. It's just going to take you a lot more time. Okay. Now, if you want to move on the fast lane and you want everything laid out for you step by step, where you're not guessing, you're doing things that are already proven and taught by people that are experts, who are actively doing the exact same thing that you're trying to do yourself, I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to pick up a course, okay? Because you'll have everything laid out for you in step by step format, so much so that you are not guessing. It's not trial and error anymore. You're just following steps. And as long as you follow those steps and implement them correctly as you are being taught in these courses, right? Your chances of success are significantly improved, and the time it's going to take you to start hitting whatever level of success it is that you're trying to attain is going to be significantly reduced. Okay, so keep that in mind. As I did mention, if it does help, right, it absolutely does help to have someone alongside with you who is, or who's actively doing this stuff, and who can also help you through the process of going through and getting started with this stuff. All right, so if you do decide to get started with this, right, through me, right, through the course that I do recommend, right, well, it's not only is it the one that I do recommend, it's one that I went through myself. Okay, it's the one that I got started with, right? I will highly encourage you to do that. You will get me there, as you will get my phone number. Okay, my phone number is going to be there. Hey, Jenna, welcome in. Welcome in, Jenna. Good to see you. You will have my phone number. Okay, my personal phone number that you can use to text me, call me as often as you want to, with any issues or questions or things that you're having, right? I'll be there to support you in essence. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. If you did want to get started, if you're watching on YouTube and you wanted to get started, the easiest and quickest way to do that is, first and foremost, as I did mention earlier, don't leave empty-handed, right? The easiest way to get started is just go ahead, get that free course that I have for you. It's a free video training. It's going to go into more depth, showing you all this stuff that I just talked about. Get that free training. It will and start going through it. Okay, start going through it, and then if you want to go ahead and jump into the deeper end, right, like with the course that I recommend, it's going to be inside. You'll get access to it in that free training. Now, I'll show you how to get access to it right away. So if you can secure that bonus free coaching with me, right, or free mentorship with me, if that is something that you want. If you're watching on YouTube, right, if you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be you can get access to the free training and the course, right? Well, the free training is a course, right? But you can also get access to the paid course I recommend through both of the links that I have in the description below the video here that you're watching on YouTube. Okay, so to get your hands on that free course, it's going to be the link in the description below. Okay, and then if you also want to get started with Digital Wealth Academy, right, it's also going to be linked in the description below this video. Now, if you do get started, well, sorry, that's for the guys on YouTube. For those of you that are here on TikTok, if you want to get access to the free training, all you need to do is go to the top left-hand side of the screen, click on my profile picture right there. That's going to open up a bigger profile picture of myself. Click on that again, okay? And then that's going to take you to my TikTok profile, okay? And once you get to my TikTok profile, what you want to do is click on the link that I have there in my profile, and that will take you to my web page where you can go ahead and get access to the free course, the free video training. And then at the same time, through that process, the link to Digital Wealth Academy will also be in there. You can go ahead and get started with that. And if you do that while we're here on this live, you will get those bonuses that I just mentioned. Okay. I will offer that for anybody that gets started while we're here on the live or within an hour after I do get off the live. Okay, for those of you on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube and whenever you do get access to it, if you happen to see it, lucky you, right? I'll honor that bonus for as long as this video is up on YouTube. Okay. For those of you here on TikTok, since I don't have a way to leave that on there permanently, I would encourage you to go ahead and get started while we're on the live or within an hour after I get off this live. I will be getting off within the next 10 minutes or so. So it is actually 2:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. So if you get started before it's sorry, 2:39. So we'll give it till about say 2:50. So if you get started by 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, with those of you here on TikTok, I will honor that bonus. And so you don't lose me, just make sure that you follow. Okay, make sure that you follow so that you don't lose me, because once I get off, if you don't, there's a very, very, very high probability that you might not come across me again. Okay. So make sure you absolutely make sure that you do follow. Okay. Now, like I did mention, if you have any questions, okay, if you do have any questions for me, please go ahead and put them in the chat at the moment. Okay. Because I will be on here for probably the next 10 minutes or so, all right, to answer any questions that you might possibly have, all right, because one of the reasons that I do these lives is so that I can answer people's questions in real time. Okay. And if you do get started, make sure you let me know. Make sure you let me know that you did get started so that I can follow with you. Definitely send me a message, right? You can DM me. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, if you're looking for a way to DM me as well, or like send me a message, I've also got my IG profile that's linked below in there. So go ahead and go follow me there on IG, and then you can send me a message that way as well. Okay. You can send me a message that way through my IG profile, and I'll be sure to respond. Or like I mentioned, you can just get access to the free training that I have that's delivered via email, and respond to any one of those emails, or just text me through my phone number that I have in there. Okay, so that's essentially that. So if you do have any questions for me, guys, like please do let me know. Okay, like this is not just meant to be a one-sided this is not just meant to be like a one-sided conversation. If you have questions for me, go ahead and put them in the chat, right? so that I can answer. That's the reason why. That's one of several reasons why I do these live, so I can answer people in real time. I see John Boer. Is it John Richard? John Richard. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but if you have questions for me, guys, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and put them in the chat. Okay, I will be sure to respond. Anyone that has any questions, if anything that I explained that you did not understand, please let me know. Okay, I'll be glad to answer. All right, there are no dumb questions. Okay, there are no silly questions. So put them out here. And if you are feeling a little bit, if you're feeling like you don't want to put your question in here publicly, you can also DM me as well. Okay. So don't forget about that. You can also send me a private message, DM me, or text me, call me. You will, I explained earlier how you can get access to my phone number if I did. If you miss that, just simply grab the free course that I have. Okay, grab the free course that I have available. It's linked in my profile, and it's a video training. You'll get access to that, and it's once you sign up, you're gonna have to enter your email address, right? Once you sign up, you will get access to the first free video training, and then there's going to be subsequent video trainings that will be delivered to you on subsequent days via email. And once you get those emails, you will receive my phone number in there as well. Okay, you can use once you get those emails, you can either reply to the email, right? Respond to the email, and I'll get your message that way, or you can text me or call me through the phone number, my phone number that I would provide to you inside the free course, right? The free training. All right. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any reservations or any any doubts, whatever the case may be, or if you feel skeptical, if you don't believe in any of this stuff, or um, let me know. Let's see, Zyfax. You did mention that I didn't. So no, I do see you, bro. You know, see me. I do see you, brother. Yep. Yep. So, guys, let me know. Welcome in Aldrich Johnson. I'm actually, I'm sitting, I was actually on the verge of heading out, but I just wanted to stick around for anyone that did still have any questions that they may possibly want me to answer, and I will stick around to answer them. Okay. If you have any questions for me, please, now is the time to ask them because I will be on my way out. So welcome in, Althea. Welcome in. Welcome. So guys, that's everything in a nutshell. Okay. That's basically everything in a nutshell, right? I mentioned the three simple steps. Okay, for those of you who are just joining me for the first time, I'm gonna repeat it just so that you don't miss out. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Christian. By the way, that might have been the first time this entire live that I did mention that. But what I do want to mention more so than anything is that you don't leave empty-handed, right? Make sure you grab the free training that I have available for you on your way out. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be one of the links in the description below my video. It's 100% free. It's going to go into further depth explaining to you how you can get started as a complete beginner, earning a decent amount of money within a relatively short period of time. Okay, it will show you how to get started, and you will have access to me as well through my phone number that's going to be delivered via email for those of you that decide to get started with whether it's the free course or whether it's the paid one, the digital wealth academy. Okay, so that's that. So if we don't have anything else, all right, I will be inclined to jump off. I'm hanging tight right now for those of you that are still. I still do have a couple of people on here. If you do have any questions for me, guys, if you do have any questions for me, now will be the time to ask them. Okay. Welcome in, Gab. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Let's see. All right, guys. It looks like I have just about, I think it looks like I have just about gone through everyone that is here that had something to ask. Uh, yeah. So So that was basically it, guys. That was basically it in a nutshell. Welcome in Fernando Ariza. Anyone else? Just want to make sure that I don't leave anybody here hanging. If you hanging, if you had a question for me, I just want to make sure that it is answered before I jump off. Okay. Same goes for those of you here on YouTube. As I did mention earlier, okay, so now it is 247. So let's just call it 250, guys. Let's just call it 250 p.m. That will be the time. That will be the time for those of you who are watching on TikTok. Okay, it's 250 p.m. for anybody that gets started with me, that joins a Digital Wealth Academy with before 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will get that bonus that I mentioned earlier. Okay, you will get that. You will get that bonus that I mentioned earlier. The good thing is when people do get started, I will see that. Okay, whenever you do decide to get started, I will automatically get an email showing me when you decide to get started. You will also get some emails automatically showing you how to get into the community and get access to the training. It is hosted on a platform called School. Okay, so I'll be in there with you, and of course, welcome in Magnus. Not only will I be in there with you, you will also be able to you will have unlimited access to me through my phone number, where you can call, text, right? And by the way, that phone number, the talking about calling and texting, I give priority clearly, obviously, to the people that actually purchase Digital Wealth Academy through me. You still, yes, you can get it for free for those of you that enter my free, that join my, get access to my free course, right? You will have that phone number as well to reach out to me with any preliminary questions that you have for me. But that will only be for a limited amount of time, right? The only people that have unlimited access to me forever, right, are the people that actually purchase Digital Wealth Academy through me. Okay. And you will have me there as a mentor to help you, guide you. Any hiccups or questions or roadblocks that you have, I've been through it, I've been there, so I'll be able to help. Okay. All right, so that will be it for me for now. If you do have questions, please let me know. Welcome in, Ma Dukes. This is too, every time I'm getting, I always want to make sure that I answer people's questions before I leave. I hate to leave when I still have people in the room. If you have any questions for me, please ask them before I do jump off because I am actually getting ready to get off the live, but I want to make sure that I've answered everyone's questions before I do go. Okay. So Magnus and Ma Dukes, I see you guys are the only ones that are still on here with me. Before I do jump off, or if you have any questions for me, trying to understand what this is all about, or everything that I've already explained for over the previous hour, please let me know. Please let me know because I'm getting ready to jump off right now. Okay, so just as a highlight, if you are just joining me for the first time, my name is Christian. Make sure you don't leave without grabbing the free training, the free video course that I have available for you. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be one of the links in the description below this video. If you are on TikTok, it's going to be the link in my profile. Right, go ahead and go ahead and click on that. You'll need to enter your email address, and the course will be delivered to you for free. Well, once you enter your email address, you will have the first of 3 video trainings, right? You'll have that available to you. And then if you want to get started with Digital Wealth Academy, right under that first video, you can go ahead and click on that link and get started, right? Instantly, right? And then the remainder of the course, right, the videos will be delivered via email included, and you'll also get my phone number delivered to you in those emails that you can use to text me or call me as need be, right? If you have any questions for me, So let me know. I'm getting ready to jump off right now. So before I do, if you have questions for me, now will be the time to let me know. Okay. Let me know right now. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next live or through my content, right? Okay. So I'm going to assume I'm okay to jump off. So thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Ciao.